Hello, YouTube. I'm here again for another night. Another dive. Ah, man. It is 10:30, September 11th, 2023, 10:30 p.m. September 11th. Never forget. I'm struggling. I'm on the struggle bus. Truly on the struggle bus right now. It's challenging. In fact, I'm going to change the name. I'm going to change the title of this. Hang on. Struggle bus. That's what we're doing. That's where I'm at. I'm struggling, guys. It's tough. Trying to sell solar. Doing okay at it. I knew it would come with a lot of failure. I sold a guy today. He wanted to get 31 panels on his house. 2 trees removed. That's a lot of panels. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a decent amount of panels. It's a decent amount. It's a big system. He was like, fuck it, let's go for it. He wasn't buying for him. He was buying, I sold it to him. There's no but. I sold it to him. He wanted it, but he didn't qualify. His credit's not good. So, that happens. I wanted to help him out. He wanted to increase the value of his house. And then move in 5 years. And I was like, man, your electric bill would be $60 for the next 5 years with our help and the government's help. And he was like, yo, sign me up. I want to do it. I don't care. I'm just going to sell the house after anyway. It doesn't matter. It's like, that's easy. Let's do it. Just struggling. I feel like, you know what, before I get too far into it, because I really want to dissect a lot. I'm struggling, and I want to dissect a lot. But before I do that, I do want to do my gratitude. I'm going to force myself to do it. I really don't want to do it. My gratitude and my mantra. Gratitude. I'm struggling to find something to be grateful for. I feel like I always am, but grateful for my bed, for the roof over my head, grateful for being able to go to the grocery store, just pick up food. I don't have to go I don't have to go hunting. I don't have to go foraging. Yeah. Grateful for that. I'm just gonna move on. I don't even want to linger. I did it. Yay. Mantra. Okay. What I'm doing is difficult. What I'm doing is hard. Showing up every day, practicing every day, committing yourself every day, going through the failures every day, going through the successes every day. It's hard. It is hard. It's difficult. Discipline is difficult. I need to have more goals. Discipline is hard. Commitment is hard. Consistency is hard. That's it. That's it. That's my mantra. I'm really struggling. My mind doesn't seem right. My body doesn't seem right. Like something seems off. I don't know. I sold that guy today. He wanted solar, and he wanted to get solar from me. Like there was no other. Like in his mind, he's like, I'm getting panels from you, and he just didn't qualify. And that's the shitty part of the job is you drive around, do a lot of driving. You go through a lot of sales and a lot of pitches and presentations and battling with people and all that kind of shit, and you get someone interested and then they don't qualify. That's just part of it. And I guess what I'm really battling with right now is my own like self-worth. And I'm really battling it. I'm really battling like cuz I'm watching there's a couple other people that we work with that are crushing. Like they're selling like one a day. And I haven't really sold any in a week. And I've really struggled. And I knew I would. That's the thing is I knew I would. It would come with some failure, and there's a learning curve, and I knew I just had to stick through it. But seeing there's one person who's a veteran who's just crushing, and then there's someone he started the week after me, and he's already at 5 deals. And he's just crushing, both of them. And it's hard to not compare. It's really hard to not compare. But at least I know that like now, because in the past I was doing that. In the past I was definitely doing that. And I'm trying to evolve my brain away from that. And at least I recognize it, but it still is hard. It still is hard to see them succeeding and me being like, not where they're at. I want to be the top person. I want to be the best salesman. I don't want to go through the growing pains of it. I don't know their backgrounds. I don't know. I don't know what they've done to become good at sales. So maybe they've had a life of selling and they just get it. And, I've had a last 5-6 years of solar, but not specifically hard, like in the home presentations. I've had some of that, but not all of it. And so, it's just a learning curve, and I can't compare. And that's what I'm trying really hard to pull myself back from. And that's really what I'm struggling with, is my own like self, like I'm comparing and my own self-worth of like, like these guys are crushing and I'm struggling and I'm not. And, I just have to go at my own pace. Like I don't feel any pressure from my bosses. I don't feel any pressure from them to close more. They're really good about like helping. They're really good at like, helping, and I thought they were going to be worse, I guess. Like, I thought they were going to be micromanaging, and they're not really. They're there to help, but I thought they'd be more like, well, if you don't get any sales soon, we're going to have to let you go, or if you got to hurry up and get some sales. What are you doing, man? You got to get some sales. There's none of that. Maybe they'll blindside me. Be like, well, like tomorrow they're like, oh, well, you haven't made any sales in the last 10 days, so you're fucked. But they're not going to. I feel all this internal pressure. That's what it is. I feel this internal pressure of, like, I'm watching these guys succeed. In my head, I'm telling myself, my brain is telling me that my bosses are getting on my back. They're not. That's just what my brain is telling me. And it's causing internal turmoil and tension. And I just want to be through the pain already. I want to be through the growing pains. I want to be through all that already, but I'm not. And I don't know. I sold this guy. I sold him today. He wanted a big ass system and he wanted 2 of his trees removed and he just didn't qualify. So it's kind of shitty. I really wish he did. I would be in a completely different mood right now. But I think that's part of selling, you know. You have to stay, your lows have to be middle and your highs have to be middle. I'm just struggling and I just want to complain about it. That's really where I'm at, is like I am just struggling and I just want to complain about it. And I just want to wallow in my own self-pity and I just want to, that's all I want, you know? I can do that. Here's the options. Here's my harsh reality is I can do that and I can go down that path and I can be a bitch and I can fucking moan and fucking bitch and moan about it and wallow in my own self-pity and say and listen to my fear part of my brain and say, man, you'll never be good. You'll never sell well. You'll never this or that. Like I could do that. I could do that. Sorry, I'm a little distracted mentally. I could do that, or I could instead tell it to shut up and just keep going. Like, I have really nothing to lose. Like, just keep going until my bosses are like, yeah, it's not going to work out. You're just not closing well enough. Really? Like, I have nothing to lose. If it doesn't work out and they end up firing me, just find another sales job. And then maybe try again later. I don't know. You know? Like, there's no reason why I would have to just give up after this. Or if this doesn't work out, there's no reason why I'd have to stop. I could find another sales job. I could find another, you fucking throw a dead cat down an alleyway and find a fucking sales job. I think that's a saying. But not even that. Like, I could stay in solar anywhere, really. So virtually, there's so many options. This isn't the only thing. Like with this company, it's not the only one. But they're really good. And they're really good about helping. They're really good about not making me feel pressure. They're really good about helping me through the process and being there. It would be completely... See, this is my brain. My brain is saying that, like, they're going to fire me tomorrow because I can't close. And it's just not true. Like, it's just not true. Like, they would tell me, I'm sure well ahead of time, like, yo, you gotta fucking figure it out. So I don't know why my brain is telling me that. It's an internal thing that I gotta figure out. So that's the first thing. The other thing is, I just have to keep going. I just have to keep going. Like, I'm just gonna keep going until they tell me you can't keep going with us anymore. You know, there's no other, like, there's nothing else. You know, I just gotta keep trying. So I don't know. I'm on the struggle bus, but but here we are. So anyway, that's where I'm at. This one. So I really want to make some goals, and I'm gonna do that tonight, and like really start structuring things. I'm just too fluid still. I need to tighten things up. I mean, I'm kind of got some things sorted and figured out, but I gotta tighten some you know, my schedule up and get it really honed in, because it's struggling. So I'm gonna work on that. But I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah. I hope I'm just really mentally distracted. Gosh, I just hope whatever. I'm gonna go. I'm kind of just rambling. I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Please be safe. Please take care of yourself and everyone you care about. Good night. Good night. Namaste.